Welcome, everyone, to the Modern Day Overthinker podcast. My name is Colin, and I am your host. Today's episode, I should say, since we're not doing every week now, we're doing every other week, every other Monday. This Monday's episode is with Judi Creighton, and Judi is a newer friend of mine. I've met from doing comedy. We have a lot of mutual friends. And I've ran into her randomly a couple times in the last couple months, and I was like, you know what? She needs to be on the podcast. She seems like a great person to talk to. And I was right. It is Traumatic Brain Injury Awareness Month, so why would we not talk about that? Judi had a traumatic brain injury back when she was in high school. She was in a car accident. We talked about that and how that has impacted her life since. And we, of course, talked about the arts, the performance arts in the community, in the Quad Cities where we live, parenting as it involves mental health with the parent themselves, and dealing with a adolescent or child, teenager, what have you, in regards to mental health and dealing with their mental health. And we also talked about our friend Stevie Mo, Johnny Tuesday, and our late friend Brad Han. We wrapped up talking about asking for help and how important that is. Yeah, this is a great episode, as I say about all my episodes, but I'm sorry I missed out last week in dropping a new episode. This should make up for it. Without further ado, here is episode number 58 with Judi Creighton. Welcome, everyone, to the Modern Day Overthinker podcast. My name is Colin. I'm your host. Today's guest is Judi Creighton. I said that right?
You did.
Thank God. All right.
You did.
I'm always like super superstitious about like ruining someone's name because people butcher mine all the time. So thank you for being here today. We have plenty to talk about, so we'll get right into it. First of all, I wanted to just introduce you as like you're a huge fan of the arts here in the Quad Cities. That's how we know each other. Mm-hmm. From comedy to burlesque to drag. You seem to have friends in all of the different art forms, which is awesome. So how long have you been... you said you kind of got adopted by like the scenes, and how long have you been doing that? Fold. How long have you been involved in that? For a few years at least?
At least. At least.
'Cause I've only known you a couple years, but I've only been I was not involved with really any of the arts until I started doing comedy, which almost 2 years ago. So
definitely at least 5 years. Yeah. 5 years for sure. Yeah. It seems like it's been forever, but I don't really think it has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what got you attending more events? Was it like the relationship or just like you had a friend that started doing it?
Actually, I had a friend that brought me. And
okay. And
at the time, he was really in with it. Some things fell apart, but like at the time, he was really, knew a lot of the folks, and so he's like, "Hey, let's go to burlesque show." I was like, "All right, okay." And then after that, I just connected with the performers, and I just have made so many friends. Oh my gosh, they're not friends; they're family.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just stayed and. There's different troops, and I support the different troops out there. So
I love that they're called troops too. That's badass. We don't have any thing for the comedy scene that sounds that cool.
Oh no.
Well, comedians, it's just like there's a bunch of comedians, and there's quite a few comedians, and we keep adopting more, which is good.
I do see you guys keep adding more and more and more, like, different folks. I was like, ooh, that's a new person too.
Yeah. We have more open mics than I think we've ever had in the Quad Cities.
And more frequent too.
Yeah, like frequent, consistent open mics. And we can mainly thank like JT and like a couple other people for those, like Chris Schlichting, and I need to stop shouting out Chris Schlichting until he starts paying me. Even like the stand-up comedy
stuff, like that's coming back. But also the like the shows, like improv shows.
Just shows in general.
Stuff. Yeah.
Well, COVID really threw a wrench in everything.
It did. Dang COVID.
Yeah, when I was starting, it was still kind of like weird being in a group setting. Mm-hmm. Like when I started in April 2021, it was like people, we had to wear a mask until we were on stage, and we were wiping down the mic, and I was like, that's how I started.
Wiping down everything.
Yeah, wiping down everything. And they were like, it doesn't matter. You're going to get it anyway.
You know, I was so good. I went through all of, like, COVID and stuff. I did not get it until last, like, August.
Yeah, it's weird. I got it twice. I had COVID and strep at the same time.
Oh, no. Mm-mm.
It was brutal. I don't know what was worse. I didn't know what was causing the worst symptoms. I think strep, but I don't know. I have no idea. But luckily, each time I had COVID, it was not too bad, because I don't have other underlying health issues, physically anyway. All my stuff's mental. So yeah, COVID was weird for me. The whole time period, it seems like obviously it's still a thing, but we're still kind of like figuring out how to get back into society, and in group settings, it's still kind of, it feels more normal. The more shows I do and the more shows I go to, but like I remember at first, it was just so weird.
It was.
Like, should we be doing this? Are we supposed to be here?
I think people are just so, okay, it's happened. It's still here. It's not going to go away. We just got to move forward. Like, I just feel people are just kind of like over it.
Well, yeah, and we need human interaction. Like,
we do.
Mentally, like, I've noticed that from just working from home. Like, at first, like, I was like, yes, I get to work from home. I was super excited about it. But over time, I'm just like, man, I kind of miss, like, shooting the shit with people at the office and hanging out. Like,
it's a totally different dynamic. You have to have honestly, a strength to work at home. I've been working at home since, oh gosh.
Was it COVID related or before that?
2017.
Okay.
So I've been working at home in 2017. And it gets to one of those points where at the end of the week, you're like, I really want to go out, but I'm home. I'm comfortable. I really don't want to go out.
Here we go. I answered that in that video call.
But yeah, I'm with you though. Like, it can definitely have an impact on your mental health working from home.
Oh yeah. It's just, you can only do so many, like, we use Teams, but like Zoom or team calls, like, it's not the same.
No, it's mentally draining. Like, that's why on Friday, typically, if anybody asks me to do anything on Friday, I'm like, nope. I was like, I need to just shut down and just relax, because I've just been talking on training, and it's mentally, it's draining. So, nope.
You do training for your job virtually?
I do. I train people how to do their job, basically.
Yeah, and that's training virtually. We had to adjust to that as a company. It's been interesting.
Yeah.
Because you don't know, like, how much they're really taking in.
I was so mad. COVID, out of anything, robbed me of a chance to go to Columbia to train. So mad. Because I would have been able to train. I did train them, but it was all virtually. But if it wasn't for COVID, I found out they would have flown me down there. Mm-hmm. And it was, one was in Bogota and the other one was in Barranquilla. That's
Dang it.
For COVID. I'm so mad. I was so mad.
I was actually in Hawaii when COVID, like, really started, like, because we didn't know at first, like, how serious it was. It was, like, in early March. And we were, like, on the fence about whether or not we were still going to go to Hawaii. And we went. And then while we were there, everything just started shutting down. And we left early. And it was brutal.
At least you made it, though.
I made it. I got to enjoy a little bit, but it was still, like... it still sucks because it was like a really well-planned trip with my family, and it was like just...
It sucks.
Yeah, it was brutal.
It does. It really does.
But yeah, I remember coming back, and I had obviously taken time off work, and they were like, yeah, don't come back to the office. And my boss met me at the I-80 truck stop and like basically threw me
10 feet away.
Yeah, threw me a book bag with my laptop and everything. And it's like, here you go. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been weird. I liked it at first, but the more I do it, I'm like, I'm glad it's getting nicer out so I can like go outside and go for a walk and like,
or just have my windows open.
Yeah.
Just have my windows open with some fresh air. I'm good. Yeah, that's all I want.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Reminding myself to like get up and walk around and like do.
I have dogs, so I have to get up.
That's good. Yeah,
gotta let them outside. But yeah. I mean, yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My cat's not going anywhere. She's very much an indoor cat. She's not even really like intrigued by the outdoors anymore. She used to be, but now she's just like, I have everything I need here.
Oh my gosh.
She hasn't tried to get out in a while. She thought about it the other day, but that was after I took her to the vet and she was mad at me.
Rebellion.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
She always comes back though. She doesn't get that far when she gets outside.
That's good though.
She's just like, oh yeah, it's rough.
This is what it was.
It's rough out here. I'm like, yeah, it is. You should probably just stay inside.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
So the first thing you brought up when we were trying to figure out what we wanted to talk about was March being Traumatic Brain Injury Awareness Month. And you yourself had a traumatic brain injury when you said in high school, correct?
Which seems like a lifetime ago, but yes.
A couple years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. It was back in high school. I think I was a junior. Yeah, I think I was a junior. Yep.
So this was a car accident, right?
It was a car accident.
Okay.
So, yeah. So I know I told you before we started, I grew up on a farm. Mm-hmm. Well, the gravel roads out there are not the greatest.
Yeah, gravel roads are rough. I don't like them.
No. So what happened was my younger sister and I at the time were on our way back home, and it happened less than a mile from home, like they always say.
Oh.
And what had happened was some animal ran out in front of me, and it was just a natural instinct, I think, and I tried to fix it. And apparently what happened was it was in my dad's really beat up orange Ranger truck. So the only good thing to come out of it was the truck was totaled.
Yeah.
But I guess like it got stuck in like the soft spot of the road, and then I tried to correct it. And then
it was just you?
It hit the washboard.
Or you were with your sister?
Yep.
Okay.
So I don't really know the extent, but like it flipped a couple times. I was wearing my seatbelt, but I still went out backwards through my windshield or window and just skidded across the gravel. My sister messed up her knee. That was about it. But walked about a mile to the neighbor's house and got help. And yeah,
So were you unconscious for a while, or?
I don't know. So the only thing that I can remember from the actual accident itself was I kind of vaguely looking up because my best friend at the time, her brother was in the fire department. And I just remember looking up and I remember seeing his face. After that, the accident itself, I have no idea. No memory. So, then.
Obviously, you had to spend some time in the hospital, I assume.
Both of the hospitals, yeah. A little over a month I spent in both of the hospitals up here. And
why both of them? Transfer?
Yeah, they transferred me, but I don't know why. Yeah.
Probably space or something, or somebody else needed, I don't know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, so, yeah, it was... And then I was home and in a hospital bed at home. And if I was up above, like, a 45-degree angle, I'd have on, like, this, what I called, like, the turtle shell brace. Because I broke my back in 3 places. So, I still have a compressed fracture in my lower back, which is very painful. So, yeah.
Yikes. So, with that, obviously... comes the back injury and the back injuries, I should say. And you said you've broken every bone in your body. Is that because of the car wreck or just in general over your life?
A lot of it was from my car accident. Okay, but
a lot of it's chalked up to that. But you have broken other bones in other ways.
I have, so before my accident, I danced and I was very competitive and I was really, really good. And then I was a dance teacher. And they always say that dancers are the most, clumsiest people. It's true.
That's funny.
So I had a lot of injuries from dance. I have metal in my left ankle from a completely unrelated injury. When I was living at home, my younger sister at the time liked to stack stuff up on the stairs. And I was in a hurry one time for work, had my shoes on. So I was running down the stairs and I tripped over something that she had on the stairs. And... that is honestly the most painful pain I can actually physically remember because I broke the 2 places that hold your bone or your ankle together.
Ugh. That just sounds painful.
So, yeah, I had a lovely... Of course, I knew all the firemen and, stuff out there because I grew up, it was a small town.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that was a nice road. It was bumpy and it hurt, but that was a very long ambulance ride.
I bet.
No.
So with the car accident, that's where the brain injury happened, obviously.
It did.
And you're still dealing with that because you have memory loss.
I do.
So how does that impact your day-to-day life at this point? Well, you could start with how it impacted you at first too, obviously. Wherever you want to start. It's up to you.
It was just I wish I could tell you how I was trying to deal with it, but right now it's just something that I've kind of gotten used to. It's very hard because I don't remember important things. You know what I mean? And it's just like I have a blank slate. It's not like a 51st date situation.
Yeah, where you wake up every day and it's a new day. Yeah.
I don't know who I am.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not like that. That's
no, because I can remember. A year or so ago. It's just my memory is not great. And so when people meet me, if I don't really interact with them on a, not a day-to-day basis, but a frequent basis, it's very hard for me to kind of put 2 and 2 together sometimes. People will be like, oh, do you remember when? I'm like, sometimes I just go with it.
Yeah, instead of being awkward or, yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Because then if I'm like, no, I don't, then it kind of is like, why and all this other stuff.
Yeah, you have to explain it all. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I don't have the best relationship with my mom, but, when I say that I don't remember something, it's almost like she doesn't believe me. And so, because there are certain, little things that I can remember, and there's a thing like muscle memory, my dad, I don't have any memory of him, but, there's I don't know, I feel I know I loved him, and, I feel sad, and it's that muscle memory, because it's just a different way of remembering somebody. Mm-hmm. So it's hard. It really is. But at the same time, if somebody says something to me, it's in a negative way, be like, it just doesn't bother me. So I'm like, I'm not going to remember it.
Well, that's a silver lining. That is true. So is it more, well, obviously You were telling me the other day that you don't remember a lot of your childhood.
None of it.
Like, none of it?
None of it.
It's just like...
None of it.
Like somebody just erased the tape?
Right. There's little things here and there that I can kind of remember. Mm-hmm. But, like, I could tell you the layout of the house that I grew up in. But I can't... And, like, you know, our farm and stuff like that, but...
Like specific things.
Yeah.
That's wild. And now it's more like short-term stuff, or
it's long-term.
It's long-term.
It's
okay.
long-term.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just a continuing thing, and nobody can figure out why. So.
Yeah, because the brain's so complex.
It is. It is. And I did find out that around here there is a support group for people with like TBI and stuff like that. So they don't meet as often as I would like them to. So I've never actually been able to attend just because I've had other things going on.
Yeah.
But
and TBI is short for...
traumatic brain injury.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Just
but like,
to clarify.
you can see the scar. Can you see the scars?
A little bit.
Yeah, like somewhere in here. I can kind of feel them sometimes. But yeah,
Yep.
my Barbara was just like, I see it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So gotta be careful.
Yeah. But I had like a lot of facial injuries too, so it was just like all over my head. It wasn't just like the skull. So.
Did it actually fracture it?
It did. I had 2 skull fractures and then like a laceration on top of one of the skull fractures. And then like the top of my left ear came off. I broke my eye socket, cheekbone. Like the teeth down here are fake because they broke, so they had to like fix them. I always joke and say I got a nose job out of it because my nose shattered. So I got a nose job out of the car accident.
There you go.
Because my nose, yeah, it shattered. So yeah, that was a lot of the head trauma. No.
Jeez. And your sister just had a knee injury.
That's
you guys
it.
joke about that now?
Well, we really don't talk, so.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Okay.
No.
But geez, I can only imagine, like, well, luckily, and this sounds like it was, I don't mean to age you, but it was before cell phones, obviously, before everyone had a cell phone. Or was it?
I think people might have been coming out with, like, the cell phones, pagers for sure.
Yeah. But she had to run to somebody's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't.
Yeah, because we were coming back from, it was a pool day, I think, and we were just coming back home, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just, people just take for granted. They do. And, like, they just don't realize that your memories are something that can just be taken away. And that's just something I think people take for granted, and they just don't realize how precious they are.
And in regards to like depression and anxiety, because we talked about that too, was obviously you don't remember a lot before this happened, but did you deal with depression and anxiety before that?
No, that started after my accident.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it brought on other symptoms besides physical ones. And where would you say, as far as depression goes, would you say it's more of like a seasonal thing, or is it just a regular, like, everyday thing, or how would you describe? Because everybody's depression is a little bit different.
It is. We were just talking about this yesterday too. Seasonal for sure, but I think it also depends on what is going on around in my life right now. And so, you know, there's there's a lot of stuff that I'm dealing with, and you know, honestly, my depression has not been the greatest lately.
I get it.
So, but yeah, usually, because I've been off my meds for, well, I can stay off my meds for a while, but like if it starts getting really bad, like it's been lately, I've been on them for a while again. So, yeah, I just need to honestly the medicine that I'm on, I do need to stay on, because it also it has like another effect for like pain management too. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I just need to stick with it.
Yeah, that's the thing with meds, is like you think like, oh, I don't need to take these anymore, but also at the same time, like, I don't need to take these anymore because maybe the meds are working.
I know.
It's like I talked to so many people about it, and I've been in that boat before, and I am way past it. I'm just like, I know I need to be on some type of medication. I'm still like kind of like like a test subject when it comes to medication. I haven't gotten it completely right the way like me and my doctor want it, like because I had like I've always known I've not always, but I've known for a long time I have OCD, which is an anxiety disorder. So I just have anxiety in general, and then depression, major depressive disorder. So I had depression all the time. Not all the time, but like it's obviously it has a scale and like it goes up and down. Seasonal, it does affect me as well. Mostly in the fall for some reason.
Winter for me because I hate the cold.
Oh yeah, I get it. Yeah. The fall and winter, I mean, when the time changes and there's less daylight, that's brutal. But I just learned not too long ago, which makes a lot of sense, that I was diagnosed ADD as well. So I was like, what? Am I just getting diagnosed with everything now?
I feel like you just go in and spin the wheel, be like, what's going to land on this day?
Yeah. But I was like, that makes a lot of sense, but is my anxiety and depression causing the ADD? It's really hard to like.
Yeah. I think for me, I've always told people, like, if you're on depression medicine, just stay on it. Even if you're doing good and things are going great, you never know what's going to happen in this life. It just, life's going to throw you a curveball, and it's just going to be better if you're prepared for it. So I was like, just stay on it. Just
yeah, and there's almost like, and there's still a stigma about it, about being on medication, and people are like, they feel like less than because they're on medication. I felt that way.
I know,
and
which they shouldn't. I mean, because we take vitamins, right? We take vitamins to make ourselves better. Well, the brain is a muscle.
Yeah.
Right? So it's just, we got to take care of it. Like you take Tylenol if you get a headache, right?
Yeah.
You're taking care of your brain. This is medicine for your brain. So I've had that conversation with a couple folks too.
Yeah.
Guys mainly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I was happy because I actually, on a separate note, like I keep telling people to like, go to therapy. Therapy is great. It's not somebody that's going to be there just telling me what to do.
No, it's not. A good therapist is not going to do that.
No. And so I've actually had a couple people that have taken my advice and they've done therapy. So it's like, it's a win. But back to you. Have you ever tried genetic testing?
I have, yes, to see like what medications don't work well with my body. Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, that's one thing that our doctor said that we could do for Miles. So I was like, all right, well, maybe. Yeah,
I did. It's at first I thought it was going to be way more expensive, but my psychiatrist like helped me out with that, and it wasn't nearly as expensive as I thought it was going to be. At first, they billed me for like $2,500, and she's like, "Don't worry, they'll reprocess it. You have to submit like some more information," and I think I got it down to like $200, $250, which for that information, it was worth it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and there was one of the medications that I was on. They're like, yeah, you probably shouldn't be on that. And so
it's a good way to figure out what's going to work and what's not. So
yeah, it's a good baseline. It's still, even after that, it's still kind of like trial and error.
Yeah. I found one that works for me, so I just gotta stick with it.
Stick with it, exactly. I've been...
It took years to get to that, though. But.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was on one medication for a long time, and it seemed to be working, but it had some side effects that I didn't really like, and I was like, maybe there's something better, like newer, and I did find something newer that seems to work just as well as the other one did, which is good.
Yeah. My doctor just put me on a different anxiety med, because the one that I have, if I take a whole one, I'll be catatonic for days. It just, well...
Zombie mode?
Yeah. No, all I want to do is just sleep. But
yeah, that's not fun.
The one that she put me on, fairly recent, it made me feel weird. It made me feel like I couldn't think. I don't know. It was almost like I was in a fog mentally. And so I was like, the first time I took it, I was like, okay, maybe it's just, I don't know. So second time I took it, I was training, and I'm like, I can't think. I can't form sentences. I'm checked out. I don't know. It was almost like I was in a daze.
Yeah, that's not good.
So I called her and she's like, okay, well, just don't take it. And she's like, we'll try something else. So I'm like, okay. I knew that.
Yeah, that's good. And being able to have a provider or, a psychiatrist that you can get through to and talk, and so you don't have to wait like days and without and being in like limbo. Oh, that's the worst. Luckily, my psychiatrist is not too difficult to get a hold of. Even when she actually lives in Iowa City, so I see her virtually because I used to see her in person because I worked in Iowa City. And I would just go before work or after work or lunch or whatever. And then COVID happened, and then I've been seeing her virtually ever since. That's why I drive an hour for an hour and then drive back. Yeah. So, but I did find out recently, if you're on any type of anything that's would be considered a controlled substance type of medication, you have to see your provider like every so often in person.
Oh,
it's a new thing. So I have to see her in person before May.
Yeah.
Otherwise, whatever, which is fine because I haven't seen her in person in a while. I kind of need an excuse to do it anyway, but it's like...
Just make a day out of it. Go up to Iowa City, have lunch.
That's what I'm going to do, yeah. So, yeah. And luckily, I've networked there for comedy too, so I know some comedians there, so that's cool. That's what I've been trying to do is just like build a network. Like there's such a good network of people throughout like the comedy scene, and I didn't expect like the burlesque scene and the comedy scene to like overlap the way it does, which is awesome. I just like
it's a happy accident.
It's one of those things you wouldn't ever put two and two together. Like they're both performers, but that's about it. It's
two different styles,
totally different styles.
A lot. Sometimes like the burlesque routines though, like they're funny.
Some of them are. Yeah, you're right.
They're so funny, and so it's just tapping into like those already existing, things that are there.
I get real big on like not just the performance, but like how much the performers get into what they're wearing and like the accessories and stuff.
And they make all of it by hand.
Yeah, which I'm like, whoa, this is impressive. Like some of the outfits I've seen, and I'm not really like a stylist person. I'm very basic, like basic dude who wears hoodies and jeans all the time, and but like I got a lot of respect for that. I was like, I didn't realize this would be something that I would notice, but like, and I've also I'm friends with people like on Facebook that do burlesque, and I see them like literally like putting together stuff and I'm like, oh,
sequin by sequin sometimes. So like yeah, it's talent, it's time consuming, it's a lot of pressure. So,
yeah.
But after they're done, it's just, I'm like, you did all this? Wow.
I went to my first male burlesque show, Manscaped show, which is an awesome name, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
And I went with a friend. I was like, I don't know what I mean, I obviously knew what to expect, but I was like, you don't know until you see it. And I was just like, oh, all right. Because I'm a very straight man, and I went because I was like, this is gonna be something different, and I knew some of the comedians performing, and I like to support other comedians as much as I can, because there's many that support me as well, and just like to build that community, because we've had some disconnects in the community here and there. Whenever you get a group of people together, there's going to be some type of drama. It's just the way it is. Yeah. No matter where I go in any community, there's always something that happens. It's just like when people get together, it's just the way it goes.
It's when all those creative minds start thinking and start going at once.
All these creative minds that, some fueled by substances and other things, and it's just like, oh man, a lot of personalities.
A lot of clashing of ideas and stuff like that. But I think once everybody kind of finds their rhythm and stuff like that, it tends to go like a well-oiled machine, if you will. But what did you think of Manscaped?
It was really good, and they had they had other performers as well. Not they had
Drag Kings.
There was one drag king and there was one. I didn't know what category if he falled into because he kept like all his clothes on. I think he meant it, so he wasn't like. I don't know if he was considered burlesque, but
so drag king, but performs like you would see like a drag queen. Yeah, same.
Well, he was no, it was clearly a biological male, and he was performing as a male, but he didn't. He was more of a dancer, like than anything. He didn't take any of his like he didn't really like drop layers. Would that be considered just burlesque then?
No.
Or was he just and he was not from around here. I can't remember his name. He wasn't a part of Manscaped either.
Oh, I'm not sure if I know who you're talking about then.
He was I would say I'm terrible with guessing age sometimes.
It could just be just a performer that they just brought in.
Yeah,
So.
I mean he was really good. But yeah, I was like this because they introduced the Manscaped guys and he definitely wasn't a Manscaped guy. So I was like,
yeah, sometimes they do have like special appearances and stuff like that from like people either from around here.
There was a couple of them, yeah,
from out.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, but it was good, and the comedians did well too. They kind of like would just like rotate. They would like have a performer, or a comedian, which is also a performer, but like they would just like switch it in and out, and it worked out pretty well. But
yeah, I like them.
And it was at Speakeasy. I like the Speakeasy, and I like what they've done with it.
The new play or the new redo.
Yeah,
I do too.
Yeah,
I do too. Looks really, really nice.
I mean, I liked it before, but apparently there were some problems.
I just think it was a little outdated.
Yeah,
but
it was. It was.
I do like the new one.
Yeah. I hate that they had to close for so long because that was like one of my favorite open mics, but I get it.
You know, I was kind of sad that it was closed, but I liked being adopted into other local places to perform.
Yeah.
You know, typically like
there's a lot of improvising.
Mm-hmm. Like places that you typically wouldn't see a show at. Like the upstairs for Blue Cat.
Oh yeah, I've never been up there, but I know where you're talking about.
Icons. There's a couple other places too, and they just took them in. I
heard that last Icon show was wild.
It was a good time. It was a good time. It was a good time. Definitely looking forward to the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I talked to Shane about it, and he's like, it was great, but it was hard to do comedy because it was very loud, he said.
It was a rowdy bunch. It was a rowdy bunch. So I'm going to be happy once we actually can get back home at the Speakeasy. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're starting to implement more comedy shows, like not just the they would always do improv, but like more stand up. There seems like Brett's trying to implement more stand up, which I like. Mm-hmm. They're doing like a show on, I think it's this Friday. Like Austin Ingalls is doing a show. He's opening for I don't know the guy's name, so I'm not going to butcher it, but he's somebody from out of town. He's been on HBO, like bigger name guy. Mm-hmm. And then on April 1st, Leslie's hosting a show like that, and it's not like the open mic. It's like a legit like show with a showcase, and mm-hmm. I think Zach's on it and a couple other people. I don't know who else is on it. Besides, I didn't know the other people that were on it, but so it sounds like he's trying to implement that, which is good because that place is just so awesome. I mean, it's mm-hmm. just a great place to perform.
Yeah. I like seeing so many different new things coming into the Quad Cities. Mm-hmm. There's so many people around here that are like, there's nothing to do. I'm like,
yeah, that's frustrating. It's I used to be like that. I used to be like one of those people, and I know of shows happening all the time now. It seems like even just comedy shows.
Just comedy shows. Now you have the improv shows coming. You've got variety shows. You've got drag shows. You've got burlesque shows. You know, there's 3 different burlesque troupes around here. So, you know, there's something going on almost every weekend. And granted, it may not be everybody's cup of tea, but, you know, there's been so much like really good feedback about comedy sports coming back. So, you know, I was really happy. Yeah. So I just think that, you know, once the word gets out and we just kind of continue to push it, you know, I want to see packed houses for every show.
Yeah.
I do. So
even some of the open mics are getting more people at them, because some of the open mics were very hit and miss as far as like the audience goes. I mean, because they're during the week. I mean, you know, Tuesdays and Sunday nights, like, but I was talking to JT last night, and he's like, yeah, the last Village show, we had like a really good audience, like that just, they showed up like right at the start of it, but like we had a really good audience. And I was like, of course I wasn't there. Only because I had something else going on, but yeah, and that's really good to hear. And yeah, people are just making stuff happen, which is really cool to see, because we don't have when it comes to specifically comedy, because that's what obviously where I know the most is, we don't have a comedy club specifically.
We don't. I would love to see something like that.
It would be great, but it's just so difficult from a business perspective.
It is.
To make money and be profitable at all. It's tough. Because I've thought about it, but because I have a business mindset, and I'm just like, it's too risky for me right now. If I had a bunch of money, just I throw around, I'd be like, definitely need to do this. As long as I break even, I don't care. But I don't. Yeah.
I would just maybe look at trying someplace small, like Rostas or something, and just do comedy shows and stuff there. So I am so proud and so happy of my friend Aubrey, because he's with the Roaring Rhetoric, and about once a month they do open mic night for spoken word, rap, poetry, whatever you want. And this past month he does it at Rostas. And I think it's $10 admission, $5 if you're going to perform or something. And we didn't get to go because my kiddo performs too, but he was sick. But they had 70 people. And if you've been in Rostas, there's not a lot of room in there.
No. You said 7 or 70?
It was packed. And so I was like, I'm so happy. Awesome. He's been working so hard to just build that up. And
when are they doing that? On what day of the week? Usually?
Fridays usually.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, once a month on a Friday.
I had to pay more attention to that, because obviously he wouldn't care if I did stand up. I would assume it's fair game. Or
yeah, I totally put you in connection with them, but yeah. It's nice to see that, especially around here, because there's nothing like that around here. So it's just nice to see that it's very chill. You do the finger snaps.
Oh yeah, finger snaps.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to the one in March. I can't remember when the date is, but he's got a DJ.
That's cool.
Who's amazing, and it's
I just went to an open mic in Cedar Rapids. It's a newer open mic, and they had it was for comedy specifically, for stand up, but they had a DJ, and he would obviously do intros for each person, and for the host, because they're friends, he would just throw in random the noises and sound effects and stuff, and
I think having a DJ do that, it changes the whole.
The crowd was so engaged the whole time. It was awesome.
It does. And in between sets and stuff like that, it's he could be doing his thing, and yeah,
he's really excited about it. So yeah, shout out Brian Lee. He's from Cedar Rapids. They're trying to get that show going, and I'm gonna try to go in a couple weeks. Cedar Rapids is just it's a little bit of a hike, because when you're doing it round trip, because it's like, that's at least a couple hours in the car.
Yeah.
I did it by myself. I was like, I need to bring somebody else with me.
The DJ for the Roaring Rhetoric stuff is King Supreme, Preston.
Okay,
So.
I've heard that name. I probably know who that is if I met him.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, real nice guy.
I don't know a lot of people named Preston, so that sounds familiar.
Yep, he is. It's just
I haven't been to
vibe.
Rostas in a long time, but it's always been a cool place. Really chill.
It is. It's really, really nice. Yeah, I'll have to look. He's got the flyer out and everything already, so I'll have to send that to you.
Don't they have food there now? They didn't for a while.
They do, and it's pretty good food. They got really nice drinks and stuff there, so yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out. It's been a while. My buddy was there recently. He just moved here from Seattle. He's like, this reminds me so much of Seattle. I was like, is that good or bad? Because he left Seattle for a reason.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But no, he likes the Midwest a lot. He has made a few different comparisons as far as just the way people are. Like that's
We're
what he
a lot more
likes.
friendly, and we just smile at everything and everyone.
He loves that. Yeah, he's like he missed that because he's not originally from here. He went to college at Iowa State. And
okay.
He's like, I wanted to come back to Iowa, and because it's just the people. We're
special.
We are special.
We're
That's
special.
for sure. I mean, some of the we won't get into the whole political crap, but yeah, there's that aspect that's all messed up. But the people in general, if you talk to just everyday people,
they're good people.
We're pretty cool.
Yeah, we're good people. We're good people. Yeah. And just like every state, it's got its cons, but yeah. No, I think we've got a very nice community with a ton of different artistic talent.
Oh yeah,
and I honestly think it's a little like under showcased. You know what I mean?
I agree, because I've talked to people that don't live here, that live in bigger cities, and there's like, if you want to actually do something or like, make it,
mm-hmm.
you have to get out of the Quad Cities. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. Like, I am here, and I'm going to prove those people wrong because I hate hearing that so much. I'm like,
it's like telling
if everybody leaves, then that's going to keep happening.
Yeah.
But if we get some people to stay and like actually like the way like Dan Bush is and like that group of people are building up downtown, like with like Analog and like Devin's Complaint Department, Armored Gardens. So like he runs all that, him and a couple other people, and then like the Lopez brothers with Lopez, and like we need more people like that that are like
who are just as engaged in the community as the people that are trying.
The performers.
Yeah, right. Yeah. No, I agree. I think it says a lot about who we are when people see that, oh, this place is hosting like a stand-up comedian night. It sees that we're working together. We want each other to be successful, and we're just, we're everybody's hype people, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to see that. I do. And we do see that in some places, too.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah.
We're seeing it. It's not going to happen, like, overnight, but it's definitely grown. And like you were saying earlier, like, with comedians, like, I just keep seeing more comedians popping up, which is cool, because, like, I haven't been doing it that long, and I've met so many different people, and some people try it, and they're like, it's not for me, and they don't really see them again, but at least they tried it,
Yeah.
With me, I didn't know what was going to happen when I tried it. I didn't know if I was going to like it or if I was going to stick with it, and it was just like, there was like even a gap there where I did some mics, and then I was like, and then I went back to it, and I was like, ever since then, it's just like been nonstop for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's just another creative outlet for me, one of many.
Right.
So
yeah, I like it.
So I'm glad we both. Yeah, I'm trying to go out of my way to support other art forms as well, and because like before, like I would go to the stand-up shows before. That's how I got into doing stand-up, because they would see me at the shows and be like, clearly you like this. Like, why aren't you doing this? I'm like, I like being in the audience. I don't know if I want to go up there. That's scary. And
now look at you.
Yeah, and it is scary. Now it's like to the point where it's like, if I don't do it for a while, I feel weird. Like, I feel off. Like, I need to, it's like therapy.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that until, Thursday had been the first time I've been on stage in a little bit of time, like a week or two, which is a long time because, like I was saying earlier, there's so many open mics now. And I was just like, man, I'm so glad I did this, because I almost talked myself out of it, because I drove by myself.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad I did it, because
it's that different energy as soon as you step on stage.
As soon as I was up there, I was like, I was more anxious before. I was more anxious all day before that than I was when I was on stage. It was so weird.
It's so relaxing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at this point, I'm like, you guys all have to listen to me for like 10 minutes.
No matter what I say.
No matter what I say. Yeah. So
I like it.
We can wrap up on this. I haven't been timing this because I'm terrible. Ever since I started recording at home, I'm like, I need to set a timer, because when I was in the studio, I would pay by the hour. So I was like, I know I have to like wrap up. And now I'm at home. I'm just like, oh.
I know, you just need like a big old timer that's like sitting right there.
Yeah, I need something. We're not doing too bad though. But I wanted to talk about you being a parent and dealing with mental health at home with your child. I don't know how comfortable they are about you talking about their mental health, but like, it's something I can't relate to, but I know other people listening can relate to, having a child, especially a teenage child. I can only imagine.
There's I think as us as parents and us as adults, period, forget what it was like when we were teenagers.
Oh yeah, I don't.
So
I've tried. I'm scared.
So like the pressures and stuff like that, and it's only gotten more aggressive. And I just think that so many of us are out of touch and out of tune with what's really going on. Mm-hmm. And every child is different, and I'm not discounting that, but for me, with a kiddo that is very proudly identifies with the LGBTQ plus group, and just dealing with mental health and, anger issues, and just on top of that, you got hormones, you have the stressors of school, and, just getting a grades. There's a lot of pressure on kids. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of pressure on kids, and it affects everybody differently. And I actually will never forget, but I was back in junior high. I called my kiddo in for just a day off, and they always ask what the reason is.
Yeah.
And I was like, mental health day. And I will never forget that the person on the other line was like, she didn't say anything. And she's like, you're the only person I've ever heard do that. Like it's there. I don't know if like people would just not call in and just say that,
or they'd make something up,
right? And she's like, "That's awesome," And I'm like, "How is it not okay for kids to do that, but us adults can do it?" You know what I mean? And so it's hard dealing with kids with depression and anxiety, because it's not something as parents like we can just fix.
Yeah, and you want to fix it because you're a parent.
You want to, right? Yeah. So, just get them into therapy. Just listening to them. I think the hardest thing for me is knowing when not to listen to them. Yeah, and so if they get into a mood and it's just very aggressive, I'm like, okay. Just whatever, detox, unwind, calm down, relax, whatever. We can always circle back around, but it's been hard on both. It's been hard on both. We're going through a lot of stuff together, and I've had to go back in therapy because of it. And it's just, it's very hard. I think as parents, we need to, especially with like the LGBTQ plus stuff, because the teenagers are not dumb. They know exactly what's going on, and they know they get it, and they're very impressionable. And so I give my kiddo all the resource I can possibly can. And what they want to do with it is, kind of up to them. But, the clock offers some after school groups. There's a middle school group and a high school group. And there's a couple other groups too. And they meet every week. And so I think they're going to start doing that. But the mental health with teenagers has gotten really bad. And people like to blame it on social media. They like to blame it on...
Oh, yeah, you want to blame something.
Yeah. And it's not the case. It's not the case. Like I said, everybody's different, but definitely not the case for my kiddo. But
yeah.
Nope.
So as far as parenting, are you a single parent or co-parenting or...
Co-parenting.
Co-parenting. And that has its own frustrations, I'm sure.
It does. It's really hard sometimes to be on the same page.
Oh yeah.
I'm
sure. You're not with that person every day, so.
Yeah. So, and it doesn't help either when like you get some health issues involved too that just impacts their mental health even worse. So, but co-parenting, and then you get all the people telling you what you should be doing.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Everybody thinks they're an expert.
Yeah. Yep. No.
Unsolicited advice.
It does. Out of everything that's going on, my kiddo's not perfect. None of us are, but they have very good morals and ethics. And for a 15-year-old, you can't say that for a lot of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I did get a chance to meet them very randomly.
You did?
Yeah. Well, we were wondering what was going on with the dog in the neighborhood.
Here comes me.
I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, that was a weird situation. I was out for an old man walk. And yeah, we were trying to figure out where this dog came from or whose dog it was. It was just a stray dog, and it was just one of those situations. Apparently, the neighbor, when that lady came out, she's like, "It's fine. The dog he went back home. It's fine." I was like, "Okay."
We thought it was going to get hit, so that's why Miles is like, "Turn around." Yeah, Miles is like, "Turn around. I'm going to go after it." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "You can definitely run faster than I can." Yep.
Everybody can run faster than I can. I'm one of the slowest people ever. I'm like Johnny Tuesday. Good old Johnny Tuesday.
Gotta love him.
Yeah. I need to have him on the podcast. That would be fun.
That would be fun.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Because he's a mystery.
Wrapped in an enigma.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love him. Him and I went to high school together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where'd you go? Do
North
PV?
Scott.
Oh, okay, North Scott. Oh, yeah, Long Grove's North Scott, not PV. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
What was Johnny Tuesday like in high school? Do you remember?
Not really, but I mean, I feel like he hasn't changed.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it sucks that I can't really remember, but yeah.
I didn't know he was from there. Like I said, I
don't know if he was there the entire year or the entire time I was there, but I know, we both went to North Scott, so he might be able to fill in some of the holes, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. He might be
able to fill in some of the holes better than I can.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody has called him at another name before, like they call him Johnny or John L, and I was like, who the hell are you talking? It's like
he's got a lot of different names. It's fine. It's totally fine.
He's got multiple nicknames. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else I wanted to cover here. We're at about, or just, I can actually see the recording time now. I just learned this. So we're just under an hour.
Oh, yeah, I can see it too.
Yeah, which is good. Because I'm trying to keep the episodes around that time because, like, it's kind of like the sweet spot from what I've learned. Because if I go over that, or if I go way over that, like, Stevie Mo's episode was originally, like, 2 hours and 45 minutes long.
Anything with Stevie Mo is going to be...
Gonna lie.
It's going to be like 10 times longer than what it should be.
Yeah, I don't know how much
I love you, Stevie Mo.
Yeah, I could have just been like, here, here's a couple topics. Just start talking. I'm going to go take a walk.
It's the Stevie Mo show.
And he'll still be talking.
It's always the Stevie Mo show.
That guy, I've known Stevie for at least 10 years, probably longer than that. Probably closer to 15 years. Because I knew... Do you know Devin Weiss?
I might have recognized it, like if I saw it.
He used to do comedy, but he is Devin's complaint department. That's him.
Oh.
So, and they had a podcast a long time ago, like before people were doing, like before everyone had a podcast. And this was like in 2011.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And they had a podcast called The Good Sirs, and they asked me to be on there one time randomly because I used to work with Devin at Jimmy John's.
Oh.
And that's how I know Dan Bush, too, because he used to work at Jimmy John's, too. Well, he was my manager at Jimmy John's. And I was like, it was weird going full circle and having him on my podcast when I was on his podcast like over a decade ago. I was like, this is so weird. And I still need to be on his new podcast or his Getting Strange with Stevie Mo podcast.
I know, I do too.
Yeah,
How
of
rude.
course. Yeah. Yeah, so we need to call him out.
I know. I have no problem calling out Stevie Mo.
Oh, no. He doesn't have an issue with it.
No, I actually feel like I've known Stevie Mo my entire life, but I only just met him at Brad's funeral and visitation.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's one of those guys. Yeah, you get the full experience.
He leaves his mark. Like when you first meet him, he's not going anywhere. Like
I've met people who haven't met Stevie Mo, and they're like, I don't think I've met him. Like you would know,
without a doubt.
He's one of those guys.
Yeah.
Same with Johnny Tuesday.
Yep.
Same thing. Good old Stevie.
Yeah. Did you know, you didn't hear what him and I were supposed to be doing? So a friend of ours pitted me against Stevie Mo in a cook-off.
Oh.
Yeah, he want everything. People want this to happen, and of course Stevie Mo takes it to the extreme, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do like a prime rib." I'm like, "Okay, slow down here. You know, Gordon Ramsay, just take it down a notch." And I was like, "We need to settle on like one protein." Or one thing, and then we just do our own thing of that thing. So it starts off neutral, and then we can go from there. So yeah, so I don't know when this is happening, but yeah, people still want us to go toe to toe. So I was like, all right,
that would be cool. And I would love to be a taste tester on that.
We have a lot of people that are like, we'll be taste testers.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun content to make, for sure. And that's another thing. We have a film guy. We have Brandon, and then I don't know. Stevie works with somebody too that does his. Did you watch his Valentine's video?
No, I didn't.
It's ridiculous.
I'll have to go back and watch.
It's like 20 minutes, so I didn't even watch the whole thing. But like,
that's like a whole episode of Netflix.
It's like it is like a whole episode, but like it's very well done production wise. Like.
Okay.
He put a lot of time into it. It's funny. He's like, because he's making tacos for one, and he's like, and he keeps like bringing up his ex and like making jokes about it, and like, it's very on brand for Stevie Mo. It's great.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and I'm gonna have to watch that.
Oh yeah, I need to watch the rest of it. I watched part of it like I was doing something else, but I was like, it's funny. I just reminded myself I need to watch it, the rest of it. But
yeah,
I
do too.
Getting Strange with Stevie Mo. That's I think that's what his YouTube handle is. So if anybody wants to check that out and have a good laugh at Stevie Mo's expense, he loves that.
You will not regret it.
Yeah,
maybe
you might regret it.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's one of those things. It's like
you never know what you're going to get into with Stevie Mo.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, you brought up Brad. Brad was a huge fan of the podcast.
That's one thing I do. Man, I miss Brad. But yeah, Brad was kind of, as far as like, my mindset of he just wanted everybody to be the best at what they're doing,
Yeah.
And he would support you in any way he could.
Yeah, he was just such a huge supporter.
Mm-hmm.
And you might have known him longer than I did. I was just getting to know him because I knew him because I've only been around for a couple of years, within the scenes. So you probably knew him a lot longer than I did.
For a while. Yeah. I've known him for a while.
And he knew like everybody. So he was one of those guys.
He was very hard to miss too. I mean,
oh yeah.
He was very hard to miss.
And loud. He was also loud.
Loud and he was just such a sweetheart though.
Oh yeah.
And it's actually the first time I ever met his sons was at his visitation and funeral, but and now with Christian, with him and Rebecca, I mean, I love them to pieces.
Oh yeah.
They
awesome.
watch my dogs if I go out of town, and things have been a little crazy, but we're trying. We will eventually get together for dinner because Christian wants to cook. So
Christian loves cooking as well.
Yeah.
That's another person you could throw into the mix.
Yeah, and then Josh in Iowa City, I know he's busy with school, and just all of that stuff going on up there. But, I have friends in Iowa City, and so we're trying to coordinate so I can go up and just, have lunch with them or something.
Yeah.
So they're so great. They're so wonderful. And I feel like I just connected with so many new and amazing people.
Oh, it brought a lot of people together for sure. Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously it was a very difficult time for a lot of people, but so many people were able to just exist together and feel all the feelings, all the roller coaster of emotions, and it was it's very like it was therapeutic, really, in a way. Like, and I met people like one of the I'll tell you after, like, what her name is. I'm not going to say it on here. One of the burlesque dancers that I used to work with, and she used to be, like, my boss at an old job I had, and I barely remembered her because it was a blurrier time in my life. And I met her at, again, having not seen her for many, many years at Brad's funeral, and I was like, oh. She's like, I used to be your boss. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Because I was not the best employee back then. But yeah, it was weird. Like all the different people that I ran into and got to meet. And yeah, now I talk to Christian at least once a week and got to have him on the podcast, which was really cool. And yeah, he's just a great guy. I haven't gotten to know Josh that well because he doesn't live here, but he seems like a good guy too.
After school, he'll be back here though.
Oh yeah, is he graduating or is he
very soon?
Oh,
very soon.
Okay. Yeah.
I actually think. Oh, I might be wrong on this, but I think May. I think May of this year. So I could be wrong. Tosh can correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good old college. I wouldn't have survived in Iowa City.
Like, I think that's a true testament. Where'd you go to school? Iowa City, and you survived. I feel like that should be a bumper sticker.
I didn't go to Iowa State. I'm glad I didn't go to Iowa State. I don't know if I would have survived there either. Just because it's not the same. I grew up a Hawkeye, so I wouldn't have gone to Iowa State.
Yeah.
my brother and my dad both went to Iowa. I went to Hawkeye Community College, actually, in Waterloo, and went to Judi and I for a little while. And then I came back and I graduated from Ambrose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I kind of did my rounds a few different places.
Yeah. I would love to go back and get my bachelor's, but the way my brain works,
I'm with that.
Can't
I'm with you there. I'm like, with school, I have such a weird relationship with school. I've said this a million times, but multiple people have been like, even people in the professional world have been like, you should be a therapist. I'm like, that'd be cool, but that would require me to go back to school, and I don't like school. I don't know.
You could do like a life coach. That doesn't really require much schooling.
You would think so, but it does.
Really?
I mean, if you want to do it right.
Yeah.
I've talked to a friend of mine. She put in a lot of hours and spent a lot of money, and she's my friend Lori, who I had on the podcast. I need to reach back out to her because she wanted to do like a live coaching session on like Facebook Live or Instagram Live and like show people how it works.
Yeah.
And she spent a lot of time getting her certification because there's ways like you can do it and not.
Right.
But she's one of those people, like, if I'm going to do it, I'm doing it. Like, I'm going all in.
See, I've been wanting to get back into, like, what I'm really, really passionate about. And I stopped because of the hours. I had a kid. But, like, the food and beverage industry and, like, hospitality, I could do that in my sleep. Like, as far as, like, management and, like, running stuff, like...
Yeah, but the hours are brutal.
It is. But, now that they're old, my kiddo's older, like... I mean, I could get back into it and just pick up, like, nothing. But I also really want, like, another really good passion of mine is, like, I want a position that has something to do with, like, the diversity and inclusion. But all they want, the companies and stuff that I've been looking at, they want bachelor degrees. And I'm like, I did, but I just think with my brain injury, I can't retain information. Yeah. And it's hard. But I was like, I can do this job. So I was like, it's a catch-22. It's like,
frustrating. Yeah, I get it.
So, yeah, now it stinks. But I'll find something. It'll work.
I was in the restaurant hospitality industry for a little while. I did bartending and serving. Mm-hmm. I feel like I could do a lot better at it now that I'm sober. And I did do it for a little while after I... Before I got the job I have now, because obviously I still needed to work.
Yeah.
But I did more bartending than I did serving, and that was really weird. Like,
see, I didn't. Well, my first job was at Outback. I was there for 7 years.
Okay.
But like my stuff is more like the management side, but I also did like weddings and special events, and I was in the bar and restaurant and hotel and all that stuff. So
event planning type of stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. There's good money in that too.
Yep. So yeah, I've been thinking about revisiting that a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize how much went into or how much work, and I personally didn't like it myself, planning a comedy show. Like, I did a few of the comedy shows I did, and oh my God, I was so stressed out. I was just like, that's when I was like, if I do host a show in the future, it's going to be very, like, simple. It's going to be a smaller venue, and it's going to be like, split the door and that's it, and I had a bunch of extra stuff going on with the venue, and I learned a lot, like, just by doing 3 different shows. But I was like so stressed out afterwards. So I'm like, I just wanted to like do stand up and perform
and then leave the planning to everybody else.
Yeah, I was like, I'm good. Like,
yeah, eventually
or maybe even just plan the show and not even host it, have somebody else host it and just plan the show.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I was wearing too many hats. Like, I had to plan the show, host the show, and be funny.
I know, but that's where you have to delegate. So yeah, I'm hosting, but I need you to do this so you can focus on other stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get it because you're doing a show and you're looking at, advertising and marketing and
all
that fun
that's
stuff.
one of my backgrounds in. So I was like, I need to do all that myself. control. Yeah, it was.
I was like that too, but then I got to the point where I was like you, and I got too stressed out, and I was like, no, I'm just gonna delegate this. I was like,
yeah,
I can figure out who can do what, and yeah. I mean, that's why restaurants have like a back of the house manager in addition to like the kitchen staff, and yeah. But I understand the control side of it. I do.
Yeah, nobody will do this the way I want it to do. I want it to do it. I want to do it this way and no other way. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it.
So yeah, that's a good life lesson, is learning to give up control and realize when you're at your breaking point and being able to ask for help and be like, I can't do all this myself. I mean, I can, but I might lose my mind. Yeah.
I get it.
At what cost?
Yep.